next method to express the concentration is molarity. Very important, denoted by the capital M. So what is molarity? First of all, let us see its definition. It is the number of gram molecules of the solute present in the 1 liter of the solution. Yes, you can see its formula. So molarity is equal to number of moles of solute particle in whatever the volume of the solution given. It should be in the liters, right? So number of moles of solute divided by volume of the solution in liter. So sometimes volume of the solution can also be given in milliliter, no problem at all, because we know the conversion factor, that is 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter, right? 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. So even if the volume is expressed in terms of ml, we can simply add the concentration, correction term, that is multiply this equation by 1000. That's it. Therefore unit will be, as you can see, molarity is equal to number of moles of a solute divided by volume of the solution in liters, right? Okay, so as we know, liter is nothing but called as dm cube, right? Decimeter cube. Therefore unit for this will be mole per liter or mole per dm cube also, right? Or it is also denoted like simply capital M. Now in this case, as you can see, what is the denominator in case of its formula? It is volume of the solution, right? As far as volume is concerned, it is temperature dependent amount, right? A temperature dependent variable, right? If you are measuring the volume of any substance in two different locations at the same time, right? Two different geographical locations, so obviously your reading will be different, and that will be different for molarity also, because it is involving the volume. So molarity is temperature dependent quantity. Now whenever you are going to perform any practical experiment, at that time we have to prepare so many different solutions with the different concentrations, right? This we can do by taking a concentrated solution and diluting it to the desired one, right? So now let us see what will be the effect of dilution on the molarity. So here you can see the two cases are given. This one is the initial case before dilution, and this one is the final case after dilution. So molarity of the solution before dilution is M1 and after dilution is M2. Volume is before dilution it is V1, after dilution it is V2. Always remember, the M1 V1 product of molarity and volume will be always constant for the solution, no matter for how many times you are going to dilute it. So M1 V1 will be equal to M2 V2. Now this was for the dilution. Now let us see what will happen to the molarity after mixing of two different solutions with the two different obviously molarity as well as volumes. Or you can see here, molarity of mixing of the solutions, three solutions they have taken which are having different molarities M1, M2, M3 and different volumes V1, V2 and V3. Always remember, product of these M1, V1, M2, V2, M3, V3, it will always be equal to MR and the sum of all the volumes. So MR will be the resultant molarity and total V1, V2, V3 will be the resultant volume. In the what you can say, on the basis of the concentration of the solution in terms of the molarity, the solution can be called as molar, semimolar, etc. If the molarity is equal to 1, that will be called as molar or unimolar solution. If molarity is 0.5 m by 2, that will be semimolar solution. If it is m by 10, 0.1 molar, that will be decimolar solution. If it is m by 100, 0.01 molar, that will be centimolar. If it is m by 1000, that is 0.001, that will be called as a millimolar solution. Let us see one question based on the molarity. Question is, density of a solution prepared by dissolving 120 gram of urea. The molecular mass of urea is given, that is 60 units. in 1000 gram of water. So amount of water is given in terms of grams. The density is 1.15 gram per ml, and molarity of the solution we have to find out. Okay, first of all, we know the molarity is equal to number of moles of a solute divided by volume of the solution in liters. Okay, or if it is not given in liters, the formula will be number of moles of a solute. If the volume is milliliters, we have to multiply this equation by 1000. Okay, so here what is the first requirement? First requirement is to find out the number of moles as well as volume of the solution. Volume is not given, mass of the solution is given. So as we know, mass of the solution, total solution, is equal to mass of the solute and mass of the solvent, and mass of the solute is 120 gram urea and mass of the solvent is 1000 gram, that is water. Total is equal to 1200 gram. So this is the mass of the total solution. Okay, now we know one more formula, that is density is equal to mass upon volume, right? Therefore volume will be equal to mass upon density, right? Therefore we can find out the volume. Volume will be equal to mass 1200 divided by density 1.15 gram per ml. So it is equal to around 1043.5 ml. So volume of this solution is equal to 1043.5. Okay, apart from volume, we also need the number of moles of the solute. Solute is urea. Number of moles is equal to given weight divided by molecular weight of the substance. Given weight is 120 gram divided by molecular weight is equal to 60. Therefore number of moles is equal to 2 moles here. Therefore we can put these two values in the molarity formula. Molarity is equal to number of moles of the solute divided by volume of the solution in milliliters, 1043.5 multiplied by 1000. Okay, when we solve it, it comes out to be 1.91 molar. That is option B is the correct answer for this question.